What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? Sean E Avery here, author, illustrator of graphic novels and picture books for kids. Last time we were together, we had a look at creating characters for a picture book that we really loved. We brainstormed a bunch of really cool ideas, and you picked your favorite idea from that list, and then you matched it up with a really great setting that you also really loved. And remember what I said before, we have to start on that strong foundation of really loving the characters that we have chosen for our books. If we don't really love the characters, the story is going to be really difficult to finish. But if you do love your characters, the process will be an absolute joy. Once you have your character that you really love from before, the next important step is obviously being able to draw that character. And there's a few things we're going to focus on with this. We're going to focus on drawing our character using simple shapes so that they are easy to replicate. So we'll get that character consistency, and we will also find ways to make them easily identifiable, really unique and interesting. Again, super important that you get the step right. You gotta enjoy drawing your characters because you're gonna draw them so many times. If you don't, it's gonna be really tricky. Let's head on over to the desk and see what this process looks like. So here we have our character design sheet. I always want to start with a really basic shape. I love the bean shape, as you can see from the top here, because it's so versatile. You can turn it into so many things. Look, here's a bean created as a penguin mad scientist, and the bean's flipped on its side to make a robot cat and a scared dinosaur. So lots of varieties. And you know what? I can reliably draw a bean every single time, so I never have to worry about my characters looking inconsistent or different on each page. It's really important that your characters remain the same. Take my graphic novel Friendly Bee and Friends, for instance. Now, I had to draw Friendly Bee many times in this story. And as you can see, he starts with a really basic shape. He's just a circle. And then I add a few more circles for eyes. And then he's got a smiley little mouth, like that. And then he's got a couple of ovals for wings. I do that a few times to make them look like they're moving. He's got a couple of antennas, which are just a little lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legs. And a triangle for a stinger. And a little stripe on his main body and a stripe on his bum over there. Now, guys, that took me, I don't know how many seconds, probably about 20 seconds to draw that little bee. It was easy to do and really fun as well. Let's try this strategy for another one of these shapes. Maybe we'll do a bear next time, and I'm having a look at these shapes over here. Maybe this would be a good shape for the bear. Let's give it a go. So you can see, guys, I've got my bear over here, and he looks pretty cute. It's really simple to do, but he's looking a little bit nondescript at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down to the bottom over here, and I'm going to have a look to see if I can find some additional element that I can add to him to make him just a little bit more interesting. So here we go. Let's add some additional elements. Okay, so now you can see my little bear. He is a gentleman bear. He's got his walking cane and his top hat and his bow tie, and already he's got a little bit more personality. The extra details don't take me much more time to do, but it does create a little bit of character that just really livens him up a little bit. So you can experiment a little bit more, see if maybe one of the other shapes might look good for your character. So let's try do our gentleman bear maybe on this bean shape over here. Okay, there we go. So you can see my bear, my gentleman bear, looks a little bit different with the bean shape instead of the avocado shape. He's a bit more kind of wily, a bit more flexible, a little less dumpy. So I'm kind of having a look at it and I'm comparing, seeing which one I like the best. Maybe I'll experiment with one more shape. Let's do the square this time. And guys, this one I think is the winner for me. I really love that squared shape, and I'm so glad that I went and I experimented and I tried a few different styles, and didn't take me very long, but I think that this is the bear that I really want to do. But just to make sure that this is the one I want to go with, I got to make sure that I can redraw this character a few times, because if I can only draw it once, well, it may not be that effective and it may be really difficult to draw inside the book. So I'm going to use this blank space over here to draw my square looking bear a few more times in a few different positions to see what he looks like. Okay guys, so I've drawn my little squared off gentleman bear in a few different positions over here. Here he is running away from some unseen thing. His hat's flying off his head. He's smelling a flower here. And here he's looking super grumpy, but also super cute. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A simple, easy, fun way to practice drawing your characters to ensure, number one, they are simple enough for you to reproduce a number of times in your book for character consistency. Number two, they are fun to draw and you enjoy recreating them. Three, they have enough personality that you can identify them easily on the page, but not so much crazy detail that it would take you 45 minutes to an hour to draw them each time. Otherwise, you're going to run out of steam and it's going to be very, very difficult for you to complete your book. I hope you enjoyed that. Happy drawing, happy story making. We'll see you again next time.